Hello there, it's Matt Roush.
And Mike Brennan.
And we're back with another segment of the M Squared TechCast.
And we have Greene calling in. I'm not sure exactly where you're at, Kaylin. Where are you at?
I'm actually just outside of Tampa, Florida, so another Florida.
Another Floridian. Gosh, you know.
Oh, okay.
Don't say anything about
our beaches are open.
It's all upset, you know. So we've had lousy weather up here. So anyway, you have an interesting company that you're working with or that you've created called Sanitation Pod. Why don't you talk a little bit about that first?
Yeah, hi. Well, my name's Kaylin, and I actually am a teacher. So I have my degree in elementary education, and as you know, we've all been affected. I'm sure some of you parents are just going crazy homeschooling your kids at home. And I was linked up with my friend out of China. He's a big movie producer. I have some background in the entertainment industry as well. I came in third place on the Discovery Channel to have my own show using science to prank people. And while I didn't win that, I made a lot of great, networks and with people in the science industry as well as the entertainment industry. Mm-hmm. So my friend, his name is Tiger Miller. He's a huge movie producer out in China. He approached me with his technology, the Sanitation Pod technology. I actually have a picture of what I'm talking about. If you can see that, I'm going to get you guys this so you can, more clearly show your viewers. Mm-hmm. But this, it's by Clean Tech and BioM out of China, and they have implemented this in the Hong Kong airports. So this is going to basically change the way we travel. You're going to see these popping up in other airports. But there's other applications that I wanted to just create some exposure for.
Could it be used in hotels, places like that, or going into stadiums? That'd probably take a long time if you want to go into a stadium, right?
Well, that's what we're kind of trying to start the movement with, is opening up other sports. Just out of England right now, a lot of the soccer clubs have purchased these to restart their season. So at least the players can feel safe, right, and start their season up. And as you know, Tampa is the host of the Super Bowl this coming year, and
hopefully.
Hopefully. And that's what we're trying to do, is implement these with big sporting events, anywhere that people congregate. Universities would be huge, schools, stuff like that. But basically, it's a pod where you walk in, it completely kills 99.9% of all the viruses, and it should help.
How long does it take to actually work? You just walk in, walk out, or you have to stay in there a while, or what?
The entire process takes about 1 minute. So if we're looking at a stadium size, they would need multiple units.
I'm in Ann Arbor, where the University of Michigan has a stadium that seats 110,000. Somehow I think that would take a bit of time to go through that, right?
Oh, yeah, it would take a little bit, but at least we could focus on getting the players to go through these, and they can safely.
Yeah, that would be the logical
reopen
thing.
Their season.
I actually think that's what baseball's been talking about that, and I understand the NFL's talking about. If they have to, they'll just play the game in empty stadiums and make sure that the players themselves are safe.
Yeah, and that's what the UFC has been doing currently. And like I said, in Europe, the soccer clubs have just purchased these in hopes to resume their season.
Huh.
So how does it work? Is it ultraviolet light? Is it ozone? Is it some of both? Or?
Well, when you before you can even walk in, there's a temperature check. If you pass the temperature check, you walk through the pod, and it's a negatively pressurized system. So you walk in, and it's all antimicrobial padding, and it used UV rays as photocatalysts and nanoneedles to basically electrocute and puncture all these bad viruses and get rid of them. So it completely sanitizes everything on your clothing. So if you're on a plane for 5 hours traveling, people are coughing, it's landing on all your belongings at every surface. So you walk in, it sanitizes everything, and you walk out in a minute, and you can go to your families and have a higher level of safety.
So this could be at airports so that you could actually, I don't know if we're ever going to get back to 100% full planes again, but it could be used to get more people flying again, right?
Yeah, and it's unfortunate we're seeing these $20 each way deals, and there's so much fear associated with this. Nobody even wants to get on a plane.
Right. Yeah, see Paris and die, right, or something, so.
Yeah, exactly. And this could be used, I think, in schools or, with children out of school right now. And they were saying that even in the fall that they may not reopen, and parents, it's like, oh my gosh, I cannot homeschool another semester. I just can't do it. So this is a purification system. They have just even the sanitizing liquid that you can sanitize the classrooms, or even taking the children out into the world. I don't even like taking my kids to the grocery store with me. So, and the kids are staying home, going crazy, driving us crazy. It's just something that can be a new technology that I just want to create some exposure for.
Yeah.
Well, what it sounds like is a sort of human scale version of these things I'm seeing that'll sanitize your cell phone. I'm seeing those sold online now too. It's a little chamber that exposes your phone to ultraviolet light and sanitizes your phone that way, and they sell for about $60 or $70. What is the price point on these at this point?
These right now they're not expensive. They're running about $60,000, and that's a drop in the bucket for, even retirement homes. So you can go visit your loved ones and not, fear that you're going to pass on the virus.
I'm assuming if these got into an economies of scale, the price would come down, because right now they're making very few, but as they make many, I would imagine the price would drop, right?
Correct. And right now we're producing about 10 units a day, which is actually a higher scale. But if this could be taken more globally, obviously the price point would come down.
Sure. Is this something that they'd be willing to license to other manufacturers, or do they want to produce it themselves?
As of right now, it's being produced in China, but I'm not sure on that question. I don't want to give any false information, but we're trying to license it with the NFL right now,
right,
and the NHL, just to at least get these seasons open, so we can go back to our American culture of enjoying, just some football on TV.
Yeah, it does seem kind of weird. You can't watch any sports. That's real. I guess now, over the weekend, I guess NASCAR did a race with nobody in the stands, and so that may be the new normal for a while. Who knows, right?
Yeah, for a bit anyway, I would think. They get 2/3 of their revenue from TV rights and commercials anyway, so 2/3 is better than nothing, I suppose.
Yeah, absolutely.
So give us a little background on the inventor of this, I guess, this Ty Miller that you talked about from China?
Yeah, his name is Tiger Miller. I met him in the entertainment industry in LA. He's a movie producer on like multi-million-dollar budgeted films. He works with the Kardashians. He's done a lot of their TV shows. He's very well connected in the entertainment industry. So his platform with this is he's trying to reopen even Broadway, the filming world, everything. So we can just go back to our lives that we're used to.
My wife and I were just talking about this yesterday, about what are we going to do for TV shows in the fall, because nobody's filming right now.
Yeah.
Right?
Lots of reruns, huh?
This is the time of year they would be doing that, for distribution starting in August and September, and nobody's working. So,
with this Sanitation Pod, they could have them on every studio in Hollywood or across the world, wherever you want to film. And at least same as with the sports, at least the actors and the film crew can go to work safely and without the fear.
But anyway, so let's talk about it. If folks want to reach out to you and get information on how they might acquire these sanitation pods, how would they do that?
Email is the best way. You can look up the company. It's BioM online, and that'll give some information about the air purification and sanitizing liquids and procedures that we use. But my email is Kailin. It's CAILIN. Greene, GREENE @hotmail.com.
Okay.
Four-year students love Lawrence Technological University's thriving campus life, but LTU has always met non-traditional students' needs too. Lawrence Tech offers over 100 degree and certificate programs that can get adult students started. or back on track. And most of our classes are conveniently offered evenings at our beautiful Southfield campus or online, so you can balance your social, family, and work life even while you power up your career. Lawrence Tech, where Blue Devils dare.